Sham Ayam Om Ambo Sham Sham Mam Am Aim Im Om Shambho Deva Nama Kam Devaram Sharanam. All the world is a beautiful creation. Everything that we experience sprouts from that space which cannot be defined in words. There is no matter in that space. There are no waves. It is the source of all that we know, that we have heard, that we have imagined, that we have found, that we have wondered, that we have spoken or written or read or listened to. Everything is a manifestation of something from something. The source is not the product. The product and the source are different. What it looks from outside and what it is deep within, in its core, the source of the core, what is it? They are different. One thing is that which is very vast and very complex and yet bound together in one sutra, isn't it? That is the universe, that is the cosmos, that is the solar system, that is this planet, that is the country, that is you, that is a human being, that is a living being, that is the form of nature which we know as mountains, volcanoes, rivers, oceans, seas, meanders, deserts, caves, trees, fossils, byproducts of fossils, and so many more things that are there. So many more things. So many forms of life. So many forms of existence. They are each different. They are each an individual in themselves. And in that individual, there is a huge world. For instance, in a human being, inside a human being, what you call a human being, because normally human beings or any living being is known by what? Is understood as what? At least in this world, according to human perspective or perception, whatever you want to call it, is understood through what? Is seen through which lens? The boundary of their physicality. Does our physicality have a boundary? Physicality may be having a boundary. Matter may have a boundary. Let's say a football. A football is a football, but it can travel, isn't it? A pen is a pen, but it can travel. A human being is a human being, but it can travel. It is continuously changing. Change is happening in a human being at all levels. Physical, energy, mental, intellectual, in every aspect. Whether the human being is experiencing pleasant, is in a good mood, in a bad mood, continuously changing, just like nature. It is, change is the law of nature. परिवर्तन ही संसार का नियम है. This is what Shri Krishna also told. So this is it. So continuously change is happening, life is happening, evolution is happening. Continuous changes are happening in a human being. We are just talking about one thing that is being perceived through the human lens as a boundary, the physical boundary. Even in that physical boundary, if you see, is a human being just the physical? Obviously, it's not the physical. The reach of a human being physically also has been increased through what? Through machines, isn't it? Now, you're here, but people in Chicago can see you. That is modern technology, isn't it? So in the same way, but you're not there physically. Does it matter? People are still working cross country, isn't it? Offices have been built in such a way that employees have been hired from different countries and they're all working together. So technology has made that possible. Also today, if you want to go physically somewhere, cross oceans, you can easily do it through flight, by taking a flight. So the boundary, the way physicality was seen earlier, is no more the same. Scientific development has changed it to a certain extent, or technological development, whatever you want to call it. But is that all? Is it all? Is physicality all that you can see? All that meets the eye? Can your eyes see everything? We will address that question maybe some other time. Not everything meets the eye, mind you. Not everything meets the ears. Not everything meets the touch, the taste, the smell. Not everything can be understood by the human mind. Not everything can fit into human logic. Human beings, their perception, they have questions, lots of questions that there are no answers. Because the logic is based on what? Basically, it is, first of all, it is based on the five senses. Then it is based on whatever little you may have read or something like that. It is based on your conditioning. It is based on something what you've been used to. So not everything meets the human eye. No, it does not. Obviously, it does not. You can call yourself smart, but your phone is getting smarter, isn't it? So human beings, after all, are not that smart also. Not as smart as they think. You can say we have only created the phone, obviously. You have created the phone, but still, what you have created is smarter than you. Not necessarily you have created it. Maybe a dozen people have created it. So what you have created is smarter than you. What does that point out? So, physicality. Now that, according to human perception, that has got a limit, but also those boundaries are being broken now. Slowly those things are getting shattered. Our own creation is outsmarting our own brain or whatever, our memory, our own creation. So maybe we can also go further. Maybe we are missing something that is within us. Maybe we are missing the real self, or whatever you want to call it, the real nothing, the real consciousness, the real life, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Giving names, giving definitions, adjectives, nouns, pronouns is not important. That causes more problems, in fact. In the silence dwells the peace. In the silence, first time, you will experience the operation of Shakti. In the silence, you can understand everything, not just the atomic theory or small things, but even bigger. You can understand the entire galaxy, how it is operating. The entire galaxy you can experience. The template of a pranic chakra of a human being, which goes spiral and then stops at a bindu or a dot. Then again it starts and extends itself outside. And again it comes back and gets back to the center. So this chakra thing, what is it? Chakra, wheel, spiral, whatever you want to call it, with a dot in the center. What is it? Does it have a center? Of course it has a center. What is it? So the template of the chakra in a human being, which is in the pranamaya kosha or energy body, the template of a chakra and the template of a galaxy are the same. They are not different. So whatever you want to call it, if you want to call it Shakti, you can call it Shakti. Shakti generates what? It generates Kriya. Therefore it is also known as, and it is in the shape of a kundal, therefore, or a spiral. Therefore it is known as Kriya Kundalini Shakti. Shakti is known as what? It is also known as Kriya Kundalini Shakti. Why? Because Shakti generates Kriya. But in order to experience Shakti, in order to experience this Kriya Kundalini, you have to enter the silence inside you. Now don't create this Kriya Kundalini spiral inside yourself by listening to this. If it is not happening, no problem. When you will go deeper and deeper and deeper, it doesn't happen so soon, You have to go very deep into your sadhana or dhyana to experience it. So that is called Kriya Kundalini. Okay. Now, ideally, there are ways to experience these things. There are ways to enter such silence, such a state of silence. Now, different people can understand silence in different ways. But what silence are we talking about here? So in order to understand that silence, in order to, more importantly, understanding can happen theoretically to some extent. But that theoretical understanding is not going to help you practically. In order to enter such a state of silence, which is a very, very deep silence, in order to enter such a state of silence, you have to go through a process. Now you need somebody some guide to help you go through that process. Why do you need a guide? The guide is known as the Guru. Why do you need a guide? The Guru is also named after Guha Rahasyam, means a very deep secret. Guru has a very deep secret. The one who has a deep secret. So, because the secret is deep, it lies in the deep inside the cave, your inner cave. So, why do you need guidance? Because the energy is very powerful. It can generate a lot of power. Are you physically ready for it? Are you mentally ready for it? Are you energy-wise ready for it? So, the Guru will prepare you. The Guru is the one who prepares you for in all these aspects, so that you are totally comfortable if and when you experience it. And it should ideally be done. It should only be done. Though only is a very strict word, but still, because ideally it should be done, because if it is not done under the guidance of the Guru, it may have consequences. Because we are dealing with a very powerful energy here. The same energy that has created this galaxy. The same energy that is sustaining this galaxy. We are dealing with that energy here. That same energy. That same Shakti. Now, energy and Shakti are a little different, but still, we are dealing with that same Shakti here. So, therefore, when we are dealing with such a thing which we have never been used to, which we have never known, which it needs a lot of preparation and it needs a lot of guidance. You will have lots of questions and you will have many experiences. Some of them would be pure illusion. Some of them could be even hallucination. Because you could hallucinate a few things. You could be full of illusion also sometimes. It is what the kind of thoughts that will be thrown at you. So, what is okay and what is not okay? Means what is right and what is not. What is supposed to be right, okay, this is fine, that thing. What is supposed to be taken as okay, this is okay, fine, checked. And what is supposed to be no, crossed. So, who will give an answer to this? Who will give an answer to this entire checklist of yours? The Guru. The checklist of experiences. The Guru will tell you, ignore this. Means cross. The Guru does not say much. Says, okay, don't worry, focus on your sadhana. He's being secretive. He is asking you to just focus on the sadhana, nothing else. Do not take your experiences too seriously. If you take your experiences too seriously, then you won't be normal anymore. Then you won't be able to experience life. Then you won't be able to experience the present, because you will always be stuck in an experience that happened in the past. So don't be stuck. Keep moving. Because life is moving, na? Everything is moving. सब कुछ चलायमान है, सब कुछ गतिमान है. तो हमें भी गतिमान ही रहना पड़ेगा जब तक कि आवश्यकता न हो, जब तक कि हम उस स्थिति को प्राप्त न कर जाए. स्थिति तो परिवर्तनशील है ना. So this is very important. So therefore the Guru's guidance is important. And see, this is the power this is the potential, not a power. Power is definitely there. Power is there inside everything that is there. Okay. Not just everything that you see, everything that you don't see also. Power is there. Okay. It's not necessary that you will be able to see or smell or touch or taste everything or hear everything. It is not necessary. Human perception is limited. It is not necessary that you will be able to know everything through a smartphone or through the internet or through online, whatever it is. It is not necessary that you will get to know everything through newspapers or scriptures or holy books. Not necessary. Maybe there are a lot of things in the scriptures or the holy books that you won't be able to understand because it is not in your experience. You have not prepared. You are not prepared to receive it. What does dharana mean? Dharana means when you are when you are capable to absorb something. That is called dharana. इसको धार पा रहे हैं. So this is very important. So human logic, human imagination, human so-called intelligence, human sensory perception, it is all limited. It is not infinite. It is very limited. So we can't see, hear, read everything that is there. No. In fact, not even scientists have claimed that. They are also trying to explore, learn, Nobody is claiming that. So we must not come to any conclusions regarding anything. We must not make nasty comments on anything without knowing what it is, whether it is dharma or yoga or anything. We have to understand what is dharma. Dharma is the same for all human beings. Okay. For all human beings, dharma is more or less the same because we all have the same thing, but different people have different minds, different people have different memories, different experiences, different learnings, different state of mind, and so on. Different conditions in which they are living, different conditions in which they have been brought up, different conditioning that they have gone through. But yet, what is dharma? So one very clear dharma is you yourself only, a human being. Let's say breathing. Breathing is happening, right? Who said breathing isn't dharma? Breathing is happening. It is a dharma also. It is a karma also. You are breathing. It is a science also. It is a kriya also. It doesn't matter whether it is not something that you are doing knowingly. It is happening spontaneously. Hence it is a kriya. Shwasa, kriya. And all 4 steps of the breathing cycle are happening. But your breathing may get imbalanced due to the nourishment or due to pollution these days or due to your lifestyle or due to your focus, okay, or due to your habits, food habits, all these things, or due to the thought waves that are being generated inside you. So, breathing may get imbalanced. So, what to do if breathing gets imbalanced? You have to balance it. You have to put it back, restore balance. So that is also taught by Guru. How to restore balance. That can be done. Yes. That process is there. So the process also is part of. When you do it, you are doing your dharma. You are bringing your system back to balance. This is your dharma, isn't it? Protection, self-protection is your dharma. It is your duty, isn't it? Self-sustenance is your duty, isn't it? Who is going to eat food for you? You are going to eat food for you. If you are the only one living in your house, who is going to cook food for you? You are going to either cook or procure raw materials for your food that you are going to consume. Who is going to drink water for you? Who is going to bring water for you if you are thirsty? You are going to get it. Fetch it for yourself, isn't it? This is your dharma. In the same way, there are so many things that you have to do on a daily basis. That is also your dharma. So, there are not this dharma and that dharma. Dharma is like, it's universal kind of. There are universal laws also. You might have heard about it somewhere. I am not saying it like universal laws. Of course, there are laws of nature. There is no doubt about that. So, according to human perception, human perception needs to, these are very simple things. What is dharma? But according to human perception, there are so many things today. Dharma has been, no one needs to tell the story. Everyone knows the story. So, the dharma that is there, in which Shakti plays a tremendous role in dharma. Shakti is almost the central protagonist of dharma. So you can't say, but anyways, we won't get there because different people have got their own mindset, their own belief systems. We don't want to hurt anybody. So the Himalaya teaches you one thing. Be quiet, be still. This is your dharma. This is the Himalayas teachings. This is the teachings of the Rishis and the Munis. These are the teachings of the Rishis. Be quiet and still. And in that stillness, keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. You can open your eyes also, and still you will enjoy everything in nature. The river is flowing in front of you. Ma Ganga, it's so beautiful. You can also see the sun rise from behind the mountains. It is so beautiful. You can listen to the chirping of the birds. It is so beautiful. You can listen to the movement of the trees next to you. It is still beautiful. Everything is beautiful. You can look at the rocks that are standing on the banks of the Ganga, Ma Ganga, and it is so beautiful. Why do people in Himalaya call Ganga Ma? Ma means mother. Why is she Ma? She is not just Ma. If you sit in front of the Ganga and just keep looking at its water, you will establish a bond. Those who live on the banks of the Ganga, they establish a bond. Normally they are sages, seers, saints, sadhaks, monks, These are the people. Seekers, true seekers, whose one and only focus is this, the truth, the truth, the truth, nothing less than the truth, nothing lesser than that beauty, that divinity, that fulfillment, and yet that nothing. So, in this situation, you're sitting next to the Ganga, all of these sages, seers, saints, monks, sadhus, sannyasis, everyone is sitting. And every morning, after taking bath and completing their Dainik Nitya Karma, daily ritual, they are and offering their salutations. Om Javakusham Shankasham Kashyapyang Mahadyuting Dhantaring Sarvapapagna Pranatah Asmi Devakaram. After offering their salutations and after performing some other rituals, different paths, different rituals like that. It's okay. We won't go there. So then it is time to do your sadhana, to do your dhyana. Somebody is doing japa, mantra japa. Somebody is doing tapa, intense sadhana. Heat is generated in the body, hence it is called tapa. Tapa comes from tapa. Tapa means heat. Heat is generated in the body. So it is called tapa, means intense sadhana. Then there is japa. Japa means doing long mantra chantings. It could go on and on and on and on. And everything happens so beautifully, so peacefully on the banks of the Ganga. Ma Ganga is offering its ambient nature. Ma Ganga is offering its soothing music. Ma Ganga is offering its divine water, nectarial water for everything. Ma Ganga is giving birth to so many. Its waters along with the soil is giving birth to so many, is giving nourishment to so many trees. That is making this place not just fertile, but also so much of free food, free water. And the air is also booming. Free air, free extra oxygen. All of this. And lot more. It's a long story. And Ma Ganga is a great place to sit down, the banks. Great place to sit down for your sadhana, for your meditation. For your japa. You won't get this atmosphere. It is giving. And when you open your eyes, it is still a beautiful scene. When you close your eyes, it is beautiful. When you open your eyes, Ma Ganga is beautiful nature. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Prakriti Rupena Sanstita Namastasai Namo Namaha. So therefore, the only adjective that can be given is Ma. Ma Ganga is flowing like a Kriya. Ma Ganga is the energy of a Kriya. Ma Ganga is showcasing the science of Kriya. So, Shakti Rupena Sanseta, Prakriti Rupena Sanseta, Namastasai Namo Namah. So therefore Ma Ganga, she indeed takes care of all of them. She indeed is a mother. This earth, Mother Earth, means Bhumata. Janani janma bhumischa swargadapi gariyasi. The Janani and the Janma Bhumi are as high as the heavens. Janani janma bhumischa swargadapi gariyasi. And then there is Ma Jagad Janani Jagadambe Gauri Narayani Namostate. My dear friends, we were talking about human perception, human logic. What is beyond that? For the silence is beyond that. As long as you are functioning from the tala or from the level of your human mind, you will be completely busy, isn't it? There is a talk, a continuous chat show going on, chit chat. It is not an empty mind, it is a full mind. Something is coming, then it is going, something else is coming. One thing is giving birth, one thought is giving birth to many thoughts, many suspicions, many fears, sometimes some joys also. Creation is happening there also. Because why? Because in thought also Shakti is there. Ichha Shakti. That is why we put Shakti behind everything. Ichha Shakti means the Shakti of Ichha, desire. Vichara Shakti, which means the Shakti of thought. So the Shakti of thought, Shakti of desire. Behind desire also there is Shakti, behind thought also there is Shakti. What? So these things are there. So this is the chit chat going on. Then when you go into the silence, so then you go beyond the perception of the human mind, the human logic. Okay. The logic based on what? Based on the senses and the mind, right? Now you go beyond it. Now you travel beyond it. And then you keep going deeper and deeper into the silence. But don't do so. Do any such sadhana without the guidance of a guru. So the guru will guide you. Your Ishta can also guide you. All these things. So physical aspect is there of a human being. The mind aspect is there of a human being. Energy aspect is there. Energy aspect is important. Mind aspect is important. Physical aspect is important for your physical existence and sustainability. Because your physique needs what? Prana Shakti, which is the energy body. Now that needs what? That needs the mind, desire, Ichha Shakti. And then its nature is Vichara Shakti, and many more things are there connected to it. So all these things are there. So one has to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So the journey is there. So we have to. So the physical, far bigger than the physical, is the what you can call the pranic. Bigger than the pranic is the what? It is the mental, the reach of your mind. And this has been illustrated in the Chandogya Upanishad. So all these things are there. Now we will go deeper into this in our next session.